Revolutionary War often conjures up images of columns of redcoats and patriots firing their muskets at each other in coordinated open-field combat. The reality was far more complex. With the British occupying New York City and the Americans in Peekskill, Westchester County was caught in the crossfire, a no-man's land where for 8 years ordinary residents were the victims of plundering and raiding parties from both sides. And, more than once, they became de facto combatants. On July 2, 1779, Colonel Bannister Tarleton, with a force of over 300 men, rode 32 miles northeast from their base outside Yonkers to attempt to capture a local patriot leader and to defeat a cavalry unit at Bedford and Poundridge, Colonel Elisha Sheldon's 2nd Continental Light Dragoons. When Tarleton arrived at Poundridge, he encountered a detachment of Sheldon's dragoons and charged after the fleeing Americans for 2 miles down narrow roads bordered by rock walls, swamps, and woods, killing several, but failing to capture them all. Tarleton also failed to catch the patriot leader he was seeking, but did manage to invade the man's house, where he found and seized the dragoons' regimental colors. This flag, still intact to this day, the earliest surviving American flag to display 13 red and white stripes. But then, as Tarleton paraded back through Bedford, local residents and militia refused to let British aggression go unanswered. They fired shots at the British raiders. Enraged, Tarleton ordered several buildings burned. Then, 9 days later on July 11th, British troops returned, and this time set fire to several more homes and buildings in Bedford and the surrounding area, leaving all but one, the house of a loyalist, in ashes. After the fires, some of the population left, but many stayed and rebuilt their town. And, nearly 250 years later, the residents of Bedford still commemorate those events of early 1779, periodically recreating the fires in a ceremony on the village green, remembering the time when their town was destroyed and reborn. And although both burnings had long been attributed to Tarleton, later research identified Colonel Samuel Birch of the 17th Light Dragoons as the officer in command on that second date, July 11th. He is the man whose name should rightly go down in history as responsible for this notorious episode of the Revolutionary War in Westchester County, the Burning of Bedford.